Once again, good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon. Hello. Nandyan ba kayo?
Good
Good
afternoon, sir.
afternoon, sir.
Good
Okay, good
afternoon,
Good
sir.
afternoon.
afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. See, so our lesson today is on binary operations involving graphs. Let me present the slides or my PowerPoint. Okay. So binary operations. So when we say binary operations, binary from the etymology here, so we have bi, so that means two. So we are basically operating here with two entities, and of course, since this is graph theory, so the entities that we are talking about that we will be operating on are graphs. Binary operations, these are the most common things that we see. Addition, subtraction, multiplication. These are also binary operations because you have two entities. Basically, the numbers, you add them together, you subtract them, multiply, or divide. So you have two things or two entities that there is a certain rule that we apply to these two entities. So when you add them, so you just combine their values together. When you subtract, you get the difference, and so on. Um, in contrast with binary operations, we also have what we call the unary operations. Unary meaning we are only involving one. If you recall, examples of unary operations would be the derivatives and the integral. So when you get the derivative of a function, you are only involving one function. Ito na function, then you apply a rule. So the rule of derivatives, and you operate you get the derivative of that function. So the same for the integral. You also apply some rules in getting the integral. In graph theory, an example of a unary operation was our previous lesson on spanning tree. So basically, we only have one graph, and then for that particular graph, we apply a rule, and then we are able to get a spanning tree. It is not, the spanning tree itself is not a well-defined operation kay damo iton aton pwede makuha na mga possible spanning trees. Ano? So, usala ka graph, you can have many different spanning trees, as I've shown you in the previous lessons. Next, for even for the minimal spanning tree, when we use the Kruskal's or the Prim's algorithm, posible gyapon na damo gyapon iton imo makuha na mga minimum spanning tree. So it's not really well defined, that we would say. Well defined meaning dapat kung mag-operate ka, usala iton imo makuha na result. Okay, so let's now go into more detail about the binary operations on graphs. So we will have, there are many operations, many binary operations that we can do on graphs, but the most common ones that are being used are the join and the corona. So the join and the corona, these are being used as basis for a lot of researches in graph theory. So they are bit easy, tapos medyo madali hiya intindihon, tapos but from that base knowledge, then we can actually apply more concepts in graph theory. So we have here the technical definition of the join. Itong operation na join. So the join of two graphs, G and H. So again, because binary operation, so it needs to have two graphs, G and H. We call them G and H. So the notation when we are doing the join, so bagalayan addition. So we use the plus symbol. Tapos, it magiging vertex ko no, hiton, once you do the join, is the union of the vertices. So, kukuha ni mo tanan ng mga vertex han imo first graph na G, tapos iguupo da nimo, union nimo with the vertices of the second graph H. Nga di na medyo magiging makuri with the edge set of the join. What you do, still, you get the original edges of the graph G, get the original edges of the graph H, tapos we will now be adding new edges. So what are the new edges that we will be adding. So what we will be doing is we will be getting all of the vertices of the graph G and then connect them with the vertices of graph H. Remember when we have, let me get the pen. So remember how we notate our graphs, I mean our edges. So you have a graph V, anay, hindi na tuod. So we can have a graph V, I mean a vertex V. We have a vertex U. So when we make this edge, we call this as our edge UV or VU. Anyway, it's commutative. So this one here, the vertices U will be coming from G, tapos i-connect natin nga to hiton mga vertices hiton H. So basically, we are creating new edges again by connecting all the vertices of graph G to the vertices of graph H. So that we will have a better understanding of this, let's have some examples. So let's say these are our two graphs. So we have graph G. It has three vertices and two edges, and then graph H, two vertices, one edge. Okay, so first let's so that we will see what's happening, let's list down first the vertices of graph G. So the vertices of graph G are V1, V2, and V3. And then the vertices of graph H are U1 and U2. Tapos lista tagyapon it mga edges of G, we have V1, V2, and V2, V3. So that's this and this. And then for H, we have this edge lagyapon. So this, here now comes the part wherein we will be doing the operation. So first, the vertices is very simple. We simply get the union of the vertex set of G and the vertex set of H. So ginunion talahira. So this will be our result. Next, we will now get the edge set. So first, we get the union of the edge sets in Inhira. So may dakitan V1, V2, V2, V3, and U1, U2. So these are the original edges that we have. Okay, so now what we do next is to do the connection. So, naya kanyadtuhan aton definition that we will create edges by connecting the vertices of graph G to the vertices of graph H. So, kada usa na vertex dapat connect nga to itong vertex itong usa. So, V1 will connect to U1 and will also connect to U2. The same thing, V2 will connect to U1 and then will also connect to U2. Tapos si V3 ma-connect kan U1, ma-connect gyapon kan U2. Okay, so of course, diri hiya maupay kitaon, so we can apply the concept of isomorphic graphs. Iga-arrange talaya para medyo mahusay kitaon. And one way to do that is by drawing the graph like this. So again, as I told you, itong mga kung isomorphic graph nga ni pwede nimo bitad-bitad, rearrange itong mga vertices para hiya maupay kitaon. So this is one way of presenting the join of the graph G and H. Okay, klaro ang ginbuhat din he. I'll give you another example para mas klaro pagod. So let's now have this graph. This will now be our graph G and graph H. So graph G has 5 vertices and 4 edges, while graph H has 3 vertices and 2 edges. Okay, so again, let's list down the vertices. So graph G vertices are V1 up to V5, and then graph H from U1 up to U3. And then for the edges, of course, we have the 4 edges, which are V1, V2, V2, V3, V2, V4, and V2, V5. And then for H, you have U1, U2, U1, U3, and U2, U3. So we will now do the operation. We will do the join. So for the vertices, simply i-union itong hira na duha na mga vertex set. Now for the edge, again, we will do the union of the edge sets. So kutob nga dihin na U2, U3 amo ni hiraan mga original na mga edges. So next, we will be pairing off all the vertices of G to the vertices of H. So V1 padis kan U1, V1 padis kan U2 ngan kan U3. Naubos na H, so we go to the next vertex of G. V2 padis kan U1, kan U2 ngan kan U3. Naubos na H, kadinalot kita itong third vertex. Padis sa tulo na vertices itong H. Kan V4, padis ang tulo na vertices of H. Then last na vertex, V5, padis kan tanan na mga vertices hiton H. So similarly, mga sortiya, kada usa nga da ma-connect. Sorry, raksot. Erase. Di rin na erase. Anyway, basta nga titiyakan U1. I mean U2. Tapos nga di kan U1 and so on. So, bubutan mo gula talaga hin edges from each of the vertex. Kada usa na vertex hiton G, ma-connect nga di hiton kada usa na vertex hiton H. And then again, maraksot hiya kita on ano. So we will be using the concept of isomorphic graphs so that we can create a graph like this. So gamitin na lahat itong iyo pagka-artistic, creative, bagay imagine na ano ito niya magiging hitsura para medyo maupay hiya kitaon. Tapos the website that I told you about, graphoonline.ru, maupay ito yung adto pag gamiton kay nabibitad-bitad la itong mga vertex na dire napuputol iton mga edges. So, pag-experiment ka mo ngadto hiton paggamit hadto na website, it's going to be really helpful for you when you are going to make your graphs. Let's go first to a third example. So we now have the graph. Yan na, we really specify what our graphs are. So we have graph K1 or the complete graph with just one vertex. So single vertex gulaya. And then this should be C5. In the module, I corrected this. This should be C5. So the cycle graph with 5 vertices. So what will be the join? So simply, so usa-usa man line in here, madali la pan ko connect lang adi. So masugad. But of course, again, we apply the concept of isomorphism, isomorphic graphs, so we can rearrange it and make the join K1 plus C5. We can make it look like this. Any questions or clarifications so far? Guys, any questions?
None so far, sir.
Okay, sige. So I hope naintindihan kay. Next, I will let you do some drawings. Magdo-drawing ka mo nga daha yung mga wherever you are. So I need you to draw the join of K1 plus C3. Next, K1 plus C4, K1 plus C7, K1 plus C10. So, mabe-base lang ito niyo he. So basically, I want you to be able to create a pattern and then make a generalization. So I hope ininhiya na graph is familiar to you. Na-discuss ta niningadtuhan aton module 1. So I hope nakaka-remember ka mo kung ano ininhiya na graph. So but for now, I need you to do this. Nga dito yung mga seats with your pen and paper. Pag drawing ka mo inin na 1, 2, 3, 4 ka graphs. Sige, I'll be placing myself on mute. I'll give you around 5 minutes na mag-drawing hiton hiya. Tapos make a generalization on the pattern or what happens when we are making these joins. Five minutes. Tapos or kung may dana nga ni ready, you can just turn on your camera, ipakita nga dahiton iyo papel para makita naton iton iyo drawings. I hope nagdo-drawing ka mo, ha?
Opo, sir.
Kailan na nakahuman?
Wala po, sir.
Sir, wait lang po.
Okay, sige. Sige, any volunteer? Sige na, as usual, waray man minus, kung dire sakto, may dala plus, it mga makuan.
Oh, sorry.
Sige, Nimrod, sige, turn on your camera, ipakita nga titi mo drawings.
Duhala rin ako nahimo, sir.
Okay, sige, that's good enough. Ana, i-off it mo background, Nimrod, kay nakupan hiya as background, di rin lo nakikita mo papel. Sana ha, mas tapakin presenting para ma-quality mo.
Ay, nabay ni.
May dito nga na bagay 3 dots or during nga time better pag off back.
Nawala kasi didi akong caption, sir. Didi ako.
Hindi regular. Sige to, okay. Bit closer siguro. Okay, so may da ka bagan peace sign ha number 1. Okay, tapos number 2 atras maguti. I-atras pa daw maguti. Tapos igbaw pa. Igbaw. Nakita ka mo guys itong drawing ni igbaw pa gud maguti lang mga 2
Diri,
inches.
sir.
Nagiging blue. Nalulo mo sa dagat. Okay.
Malabo.
Igpin niyo itong iya screen para hiyat na focus ba. Anyway, so itong iya number 2, so bagahiyahin pizza na upat it slices. Okay, sige. Thank you. How about others? Maybe ito number 3 and 4, liwat. May ret iba? Thank you, Nimrod.
Ito po, sir.
Sige, go Richard on camera. Nay ha, igaan pin ko ni Marod. Okay, so number 2, similar, something bagayin koan, pizza na upat slices. So nga diliwatan imo. Number 3, this is C10. So 10.
Opo, sir.
Okay, sige. Kailangan ko talaga igilig kita ka ulo. Okay, sige. Thank you, Richard. So, does anyone have any generalization on ano it nahitabo when we are getting the join of K1, a single vertex, with the cycle graph? Can anyone give me ano iyo na observe na pattern?
Sir,
Wheel graph,
nagkikreate
sir.
po yan.
Wheel graph.
Okay.
Wheel graph, sir.
So, wheel graph iton aton nakukuha. So, indeed nga tohan aton module 1. Ano, let me go back to my PowerPoint. Okay. So, ngadtohan aton module 1, we have the definition of the wheel graph. Aminin aton ginkuan. Again, butang adto definition. So, the graph obtained from C to the n-1, I mean C na may the n-1 ka vertices, and then igjo-join hiya to one vertex, what we are able to get is the wheel graph on n vertices. So Wn, so pananglitan ato ya aton W10, that is a result of joining C9 and then K1, the single vertex. Okay. Now, iton from ininhiya na join, so many other special kinds of graphs are being formed by doing ininhira na mga join. So, some simple graphs that we can see here is if we join K1 or the single vertex to the path graph. So, for this example, we have the path graph with 5 vertices. I-join ta ngayon hira, naihimo na sugadinin. And this is what we call the fan graph. So we have here also the definition. Itong fan graph, Fn. This is obtained by joining a single vertex, amon na inian K1, to the path graph P of n-1. So ininhinag fan graph, this is F6. So this is obtained by joining K1 and P5. So tawagin ni fan graph. So we can go bisan ano pa ninhiya na path graph, pwede pa niya padakoon hiya, tas ito niya hitsura would still look pretty much like a fan. We also have joining the single vertex K1 tapos the null graph. So if you remember, null graph with n vertices and iya null graph with 5 vertices. So basically puros lahira mga vertex waray mga edges. So I hope you can remember aminan aton nga tatawag na null graph. So what happens if we join them? So iton hiya na usa ka vertex, i-connect na to itong tanan na other vertices. What we will be able to get is called the star graph. So for this example, we have K1 and then we have N5. So ito ato nakuha is S6. So we have here the definition. The star graph Sn is obtained by joining a single vertex to the null graph n of n minus 1. So basically n minus 1 kabuk na mga vertices in the null graph joined to a single vertex K1 will give us the star graph Sn. Okay, so next activity. I hope na download niyo ang module. So makita ka mo ngadtuhan tawag iton mga previous examples. So I need you to calculate. So the order of VG basically kung pira ka buok ang mga so ngaton example 1 iha pa kung pira ka buok ang mga vertices han graph G, iha pa pira ang vertices han graph H, pira ang edges han graph G, pira han edges han graph H. Then after that find kung pira ang mga vertices tanan nga dinahan join. Tas pira ang mga edges nga diliwat iton join. Or let's go back to the first example. Okay, so example 1. So the order of the vertex set of G is 3 and the order of the vertex set of H is 2. Tapos the edge set of G is 2 while the edge set here of H the order is 1. So again ha, 3, 2, 2, 1. Tapos once naghimo na kitahan join, pira na yan na iton aton vertices iton G plus H. So what we have here is 5. Pira na yan na iton aton edges. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Sakto ba? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 6. 6 plus 3. So yes, we have 9. Okay? So do that for the next other examples. Tapos, if possible, make also a generalization kung may daba pattern na makikitaan or kung makahimo ka mo hinbagin formula that will tell us kung pira ito magiging number of vertices and number of edges when we join two graphs. Okay, later on, medyo higher na mga kuan na mga kinds of researches, diri na makita waray na gud kita drawing bali hiton mga iton mga graphs. Iton may data nala masaring na ininhiya na graph sugad init number of vertices niya, sugad init number of edges. So from that, without actually seeing the drawing, we can already create or calculate pira iton magiging vertices nga pira magiging edges nga dihiton join. Sige, so I'll give you again another 5 minutes. Try calculating the number of vertices, edges in the original graphs and then in the join. For example, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Tagus-usahan nala. May dana na kauman pag-calculate han example 2. Anyone? May na? Hello? Busy pa? Hello guys, nandiyan pa ba kayo?
Sir, direct answer lang, sir.
Oh, bisan diretso la answer. Kuan la show la kung para ano na example. Are we talking about example 1, 2, 3?
Sige po, sir.
Sige. Sige, bisan dira nimo i-show igya kanala.
Degree to sir in HS.
Example to, sir. Adino, sir.
Anay ha, may question ni Gerald. Ano to degree? Degree. Konpera ka buok ito.
Order po.
Order, oo. Order and size. So order kung pera kabuok iton vertices, size kung pera kabuok iton edges. May ka na Nimrod calculations?
Minda, sir,
Sir,
pero direct na po
Sir,
natin.
drawing, sir.
Sige, Anay. Ibano, anyway, human ka man kanina Nimrod. Ibano ikaw, may ka kuan computations?
May da, sir, wala ko like drawing.
Sige, okay la. Ano na example an imo gin calculate?
Example to.
So, sige, kalikitan. Tama example 2. Kalikitan final. Okay, so pera iton vertices han join. Para nimo na calculate.
8, sir. 8.
Okay, 8 and edges pera.
22, sir.
22. So let's write it here. So on vertices, we have 8 and then the edges is equal to 22. So isurat lang nga di, of course, ang vertex of G kay pirad to 5. Tapos of H, may nakita tulo. Tapos this should be edge. Pirad to yun, upat.
Tulo lang, sir.
And G. Upat ang G.
Sir.
G. Tas an H, amo an tulo. Okay, sige. Hinot may the calculation han example 3. Inin. No need to turn on camera for this one kay numbers man la. No need even to draw. Kay adi naman drawing. Ika-calculate pa nala. So adihiya and vertices 1 and G or an K1 na inin hiya. K1. Tapos an C5 is 5. An edges and K1 0 and edges and C5 4. So piraya na iton edges it K1 plus C5.
6, sir. 6, sir.
Sige, hinod to, nag-answer. Hinod to nag-answer para ma-record ko. Hinod to ka na 6.
Lakaba da, sir.
Ikaw gyap lakaba? Ikaw na lakaba?
Ako na lang.
Napipiritan. Pero sige. So, pirad to and vertices, hindi?
6,
Klaro
sir.
man,
6.
6. It's very easy anyway. And now
And
for the
edges.
edges, pira.
10.
10. Okay, sige. Then we will make generalizations later. Sige, for the fan graph, so ano
6.
and kaya nakita ang vertex and K1, of course, is 1. Vertex of P5 is 5. Edge set of K1 0. Edge set of P5 is 4. Awan na yan nga diyan tuan. P5 5 gap pa doon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 inin. There 4. 5 in here. Diyan 4. Okay, so the vertex of K1 plus P5. So, pera ni?
6, sir. 6 vertices nga 9 edges.
Sige, hinod to. Sorry. Charmaine?
Sir, 6 vertices nga 9 edges.
9 edges. Okay. And panlast, adihiya. So, vertex of K1 is 1. Then the vertices of N5 is 5. The edges of K1 0. The edges of N5 also 0. So let's now get the vertices of K1 plus N5. This is equal to 6.
6.
And the edges
5.
5, sir.
is equal to 5. Sige. So may daba ka mo nakikita na pattern dinhi. From the given, ininhira na upat na given, anong tayo nihiya? May daba kita bagay formula na may himo para maka-come up hininhiya dinhi.
May da, sir.
So bagay klaro man ano.
May da, sir.
Sige, so what will be
Yes,
the
sir.
formula? So ano may ton rule dinhi? It may tabo. So bakin klaro man iton aton rule din is we just add 5 ngan 3. So 5 plus 3 we get 8. So ginaad tala iton vertex kay ginyuyon yun taman lad to hiya. So we simply add the number of vertices. So 5 and 3. So nakuha kita 8. Padiliwat 1 plus 5. So we get 6. And nga di, also 1 plus 5, we also get 6. And the same nga di, 1 plus 5 is equal to 6. Yan na, ano iton aton rule, hiton mga edge set hiton aton join.
Sir,
Sige, so what is the rule here?
igma-multiply, sir, mga vertices it duha nga graph. Tapos iga-add kun pera nga daanan era edges.
So kung pira na daan na edges, tapos ngadtuhan mo and product han vertices. So kita ang daw kung ano nga dikitahan example to anay. So multiply ko no in here 5 times 3 we get that's 15. Tapos iga-add ko ang mga daan ng mga edges. So 15 plus 4 that's 19 plus 3 22. Okay, it checks out. Ngadi multiply 1 times 5 we get 5. That's original 0 plus 5. So it's also 10. So it checks out. And nga di 1 times 5 is 5 plus 0 plus 4. So that's also equal to 9. Sakto. So nga diliwat we have 1 times 5 that's 5 plus an original 0. That's nga di 0. So we also get 5. So it checks out. So indeed, actually, we can make it as a theorem, pero from the definition, it's easily verifiable na amo talaga aton magiging formula. So for that, we can make these as remarks. So first, kung may dakita N1 kabuok na mga vertices itong graph G, may dakita N2 kabuok na mga vertices itong graph H, then M1 kabuok na vertices na edges itong graph G, and M2 kabuok na mga edges itong graph H. Then the number of vertices of the join of G and H is just N1 plus N2. So gin-add tala kung piraan mga vertices san G and piraan mga vertices san H, gin-add tala. Because again, going back to the definition, it's simply the union of the graph G and H. Tas ini graph G and H, these are distinct ininhira na mga graphs, meaning wala inihira intersection. So when we kung ginkukuha ta nga nitong union of two distinct na sets, ito nagiging union ito nila, or the order of both is just the sum of the orders. Okay, now for the edge set of the join, so amo to yang nga di bumultiply naton ang mga vertices N1 times N2, tapos i-add naton ang mga original na mga edges. So ini niya na N1 times N2, amo ini ang mga bag-o na mga vertices na aton gin-add. So that's N1 times N2 kay N1 kabuok na mga vertices gin-join naton to N2 kabuok na mga vertices nga dihan graph H. So that is our second remark of this next na formula. The third remark is that the join operation is commutative. Commutative meaning kung may daka nga ni G plus H, this is just the same as H plus G. Okay? So that is for the concept of the join of two graphs. So let's now go to the second operation. Oh, by the way, any questions, clarifications ngan hiton join?
None so far, sir.
Okay, sige. So let's go to the next operation. So we have the corona. So corona, of course, there in coronavirus, pero related to nila. Corona, aram kita, it means crown, and coronavirus, kay baga-baga ko no ito hiyagyapon hin crown. So amo gyapinin hiya because when we get the corona of graphs, baga-baga gyapon hiyahin crown iton magiging hitsura. So the technical definition is that let there be two graphs, G and H, tapos G may the M kabuok na mga vertices, H liwat may the N kabuok na mga vertices. Now when we are going to do the corona, iton aton symbol is G circle H. Bagabagahan aton composition of functions. So may nakitan F circle G, ngan G circle F. So medyo related gyapon hira kay bagagip kita ini nagko-composition of graphs. So what we do here is we take one copy of G, tapos M kabuok na copies of H. Again, iton M din hi, kung pira kabuok ka ni iton vertices iton G, mag-replicate kita kan H M times. So kung pananglitan, 5 iton vertices ni G, iton aton graph H, aton hiya kukupyahon, maghihimo kitahin Xerox niya 5 times. And then, what we will be doing is we will join the ith vertex of G to every vertex of the ith copy of H. Kasi regular niya, kada usa na bali may daman kita ano kuan M kabuok na copies hiton H. So kada usa na or iton first vertex ni G, igjo-join naton ngadto hiton tanan ng mga vertices han first copy. Iton second vertex liwat hiton G, igjo-join hiya ngadto hiton second copy han H, and so on until maubos naton tanan ng mga copies or tanan na vertices of G. So let's have some illustrations of that. So in example 6, this is the same two graphs, G and H. Ngadto naton example 1. So how do we get the corona? So again, dapat may dakita nga dito tulo ka vertices ni G. So dapat ininhiya na H, ininhiya kukopyahaw naton. So magkakadakitain another 2 kay dapat may dakita tulo. So this will be U1 also, and then U2, U1, U2. Tapos igjo-join ta kuno. So let this be the first copy. Adiya ito naton second copy, adito naton third copy. So this is the first vertex. We will join this to every we will join V1 to each of the vertices in the first copy. Tapos itong second vertex, igjo-join natin ngadto hiton tanan ng mga vertices hiton second copy. And then the third vertex, igjo-join natin nga di hiton aton third copy. So again, maraksot of course. So we find a way, get an isomorphic graph of this. So possible niya na mahitabo bagay sugad-sugad ininhiya. So usually itong ginbubuhat tayo ninhiya, i-arrange tayo itong mga vertices na bagahin adahirtanan bagay nagagawas para when we do the corona, madali pagawasin mga edges. So this is the same one. So again, ang V1, gin-join natin hatanan ng mga vertices hiton first copy han graph H. V2, gin-join han mga vertices han second copy han graph H. And then V3 gin-join nga itong tanang vertices han aton graph H. Okay. Now, ngadtuhan aton aton algebra an F circle G ngan G circle F, mag-iba ininhira. These are not necessarily equal. So the same gihapon din with the corona of graphs, diri necessarily equal iton G circle H ngiton H circle G. So ano yan iton mahitabo so that we can have pag-erase inin H circle G. Okay, there. So yan na, iton mauuna na hi H. Iton aton magiging igka-copy hi G. So meaning we should have another copy here of G. Duha la ka copies kay duha met aton vertices iton H. So we will have 2 copies of G. Tapos si U1 iko-connecta na liwat nga dihiton all of the vertices of the first copy. Tapos si U2 nga diliwat iton all of the vertices of the second copy. So basically, again with isomorphism, amo init magiging usa na possible na hitsura hiton aton graph na H circle G. So again, amo inihiya hi H. So kung ano ito nag-uuna na graph, kausala iton hiya igro-drawing. Tapos nga di iton ikaduha na graph, amo inihiyat magkakaadahin mga copies. So amo adihi G, So may kita duha ka buok na copies ni G because we have 2 vertices of H. Anya di, we have 3 copies of H because we have 3 vertices of the graph G. Have another example. So let's have, again, para sinihang aton example 2. So amoy niya na iton aton graph G, amo iton aton graph H. We want to have G circle H first. So what we will do is make 5 copies in here. Kasi pan ko connect, mahitabo magiging sod inin. So if you can see, amo inihiya an aton graph G. Again, gin isomorphic ko gyapon hi graph G na dire nasusulod hi V2 bagan gin pagawas na kon hiya para when I do the joining dire makuri pag-join ngadto. And then we can see na ang graph H we have 5 copies. Tapos kada usa na vertex iton G ginpan connect ngadtuhan kada vertex ito na copy hiton H. And then what will H circle G look like? So H circle G, so iton adi naton but nga hi H. Amoy nin hi H. And then we have 3 copies of G. So amoy nin hirahid ang mga G. And then ginpan connect tala. An kada usa na mga copies ni an mga vertices han aton H ginpan connecta or ginpan join naton ngadtuhan kada copy han mga copies han mga ith copies han aton graph G. So medyo simple man lagyapon ano, I mean madali man lang maintindihan kung ginaano pag drawing hin corona. Okay, I want you to try drawing this. Let's have aton G. Let's have the cycle graph with 4 vertices. Tapos for our H, let's have the cycle graph of 3 vertices. I want you to try drawing G circle H and H circle G. Nagets and bubuhaton. So next, again, magdo-drawing. Kung hiniton may da-drawing, paki-turn on na leton yung camera, ipakita ano itong hitsura ni G circle H, tas ngadtuliwat kan H circle G. And I want to hear from the others na waray pa magpuan. We have Jane, Jerosabel, Reniel, Rodalyn.
Sir, ako waray pa.
Man ka mo kanina, Gerald. Waray pa ba?
Naman kasi. Sir. Ako na lang,
Waray
sir,
pa?
yan at first.
Sige,
Yes, sir.
sige, go.
Doing pa ako.
Sige. Ikaw itong G circle H. Nga dilot kan H circle G. Hinot mga kuan, volunteer. Rodalyn. Renel. Jerosabel. Jane. Kaya di pa Arvin. Sige, hikamulot yan ha. Itong kuan. Ma-drawing.
Dahil naman ako, sir, ano?
Oh, may da ka naman kanina. Kailangan ko tumingog iton ma-volunteer para hiton H circle G liwat. Hinat ma H circle G. Arvin?
Sir, sir, di pa, hindi ko rin pa kasi sir pagpakagets.
Sige, sige. Ikaw, Jerosabel. H circle G. Maluya putak signal. Okay, sige. Jane. Hala, nawara Jane. Amo na good man eh. Basta yung tatawag lagi, nawawara. Renel.
Naging visible.
Tresenyo.
Anila, sir. Na-try
Pwede ikaw eh.
Na-try
Pwede
lang,
ikaw eh.
sir.
Sige. Try la. Sige la.
Ako
We
na
will
ni
not
sir.
judge you. Pwede ka na, Gerald?
Patapos na sir.
Sige. Pag on na light camera, kuan na. Man na.
J circle H, sir.
Uman ka naman, Nimrod. Ikuan na liwat. G circle H, nga di kan Gerald, tapos an H circle G, nga to kan Renel.
Sir, may na. Paraot.
Sige la. Hindi naman kami judger. Sige, on it mo camera.
Wala, sir.
On it ako on presentation. Ihirapit pa maguti. Okay, so we have that. May the square has sulod. Tapos, ano nga dito ubos? At mga triangle, naging V na lalagi or dirila klaro.
Walang pa sir.
Itong duha na ada ubos. Okay, there. So, ang mga nagkorona niya, mga triangles, tapos na-connect. So, mga triangles lagi hapon, tapos nagko-connect na hira. Okay, sige. Thank you, Gerald. Arvin, hinutan koan. Renel
Thank you,
ngayon, iton koan. H circle G liwat. Nawara, gyap ni Renel. Nakakalit ka, wara. About Rodalyn. H circle G. Rodalyn, are you with us in spirit? Nandyan ka ba? Galawin mong baso. Waray gihapon, Rodalyn. Okay, sige. Anyone nala for H circle G? Any volunteer for H circle G?
Yes, sir.
Sige, go. Oh, Renel. Bumalik ka na. Meron ka na drawing, Renel?
May da, sir.
Sige.
Try ko lang di, sir, ipakita.
Sorry, Nimrod. Ano naman, Renel? Balik
Ano,
kita
sir?
ka na, Renel.
May, sir, kay naubusan hin imbi, sir, anila.
Sige. Mobile data la ka mo kung nagkukan ka mo, kung nagklaklase kita. Naka-mobile data.
Mobile data na sir.
Oh, sir.
Makuan ba? Naubos din tayo kan. Ano tayo gin re-register usually kung
Go
nagklaklase?
120 na akong, sir. Good for 1 week.
Pero ito ya kakuan ka MB or GB.
10, sir. 10 gig.
10 gig.
Mm.
So 120 pesos, 10 gigs.
Yes po, sir. May dagapon go 90.
Libre, sir.
pero kay may dagman gyud ka mo iba na klase no, so kailangan good kuan.
Pan-
Pero ito niya natin gigs, naka-attend ka na ito tanan na klase for the whole week.
Yes, sir. Danay, di ko nauubos. Ay, di ko
Ah.
nauubos ko, sir.
Pero at usually kuan na kailangan nimo na gagamit. Nakikita niyo pero na gagamit na kuan data.
Dire kaso nagbabalance, sir. Basta naubos na lang, abutan na lang yan na nakuha, expiration. Dire ko
Ah,
nauubos siya, imimbi.
sige, anay ni Roda, din ito ni Canrinel. So, okay, may da kita tulo, may da triangle ha sulod, tas may da mga squares at gawas, tas ginpan connect. Okay, sige, that's correct. Renel, thank you for your sharing your drawing. Sige, so nga di kita liwat,
Okay.
we will now have another magge-generalization kita. Pero para sa naton ginbuhat kanina, I need you to find, again, peraan mga vertex han G, han H, han edges han G, han H. Then, the number of vertices of G circle H ngan edges han G circle H. Tapos, patiliwatin H circle G vertex ngan edges. So, amo gyapon, we will count. Tapos, see if you can find a pattern for paresabtan ato nabuhat kanina for the join, if we can make a formula of sorts for the number of vertices and edges for the corona. Sige, let's have example 1 diretso or example 6. So nga di an aton vertex of G, the order is 3 and H is 2. And then the edges of G was 2. The edges of H was 1. So what is G circle H number of vertices? And then number of edges of G circle H. Sige, pera iton aton number vertices of G circle H.
9, sir.
So may nakita 9. And then for the edges,
Edges, 11. 11 ba? 1,
11. Okay. Sige, nga dilot kita kan H circle G, pera iton aton vertices.
8, sir.
So 8, and then the edges.
Eleven.
11. Sige, 11 ko no.
11, sir.
Okay, nga diliwat kita. Sulatan na ng G. We had 5. An aton H. We had 3. For the edges, 4. And then for H, we had 3. So, piraya na iton vertices at G circle H. Pira?
21, sir.
21. And then for the edges, pira?
Oh, sir.
Pira?
29. 29.
Pira?
24.
29.
Mag-iba man.
Oh,
May da 24, may da 29. It nas ring 24. It nas ring 29.
29, sir.
Charmaine. Oh,
29, sir.
29. Duhan at 29. May da iba na yakan 24.
5
sir,
times
29, sorry.
Daw sa
12,
29 na.
29.
29? 29. Sige, 29. Ang nga diliwat, ang vertices. So, pira?
18.
18. And then for the edges,
Third,
27, sir.
Times 3.
para 27,
30. 30.
30, 27, para
27 plus 3, 30.
30.
9.
Others agree? 30?
Yes, sir, 30.
30,
30.
sir.
Sige, so let's
Ito
go
pa
back
ngayon.
to the first one. So ano iton aton bagahin formula para iton vertex number of vertices. Atin buhat para makuha ni na 9.
Same lang kanina, sir.
So this is just iga-adla 3 plus 2, 5 la daw.
2 plus 1. An edges. Tapos ang
Ano,
vertex na multiply.
Kadi
3 times
kinutan
2, sir.
vertex.
3 times 2.
3 times 2 6 la. Tapos plus
An
3.
edges.
3 times 2, sir. Tapos sa original vertex on G.
So plus 3. Sige
Yes,
daw. So an atong ginbuhat kin multiply ta hira tas gin add hiji. Di daw kita takon ma-apply nga di. This one H circle G. Anay, an aton gin mo multiply 3 times 2 plus kung ano ito nauuna. So nganhi also 3 times 2 pero ang nauuna is 2. Okay, so sakto 18 in hiya. An nga di, this would be 5 times 3, tas nauna is 5. 20 daw lainin, dili 21.
20 lang ito, sir.
20, anay, pero ko 20, 21.
1, 2, 3,
20 na,
4, 1. 20.
Balik ka daya, sir. Kay Anbot nga, iyagin.
4, 4, 8, 12.
Daw, yaputa na daw 1,
20 lang, sir.
2,
21 nga.
Like-
Iganbot nga. Aw,
3, 6, 7, 8,
Iganbot.
9,
sir.
10,
Iya.
11,
4 times
12, 13, 14,
20,
15,
sir.
16,
4
Oo,
times
sir.
5.
Kaya anbot nga. Upod na yan, di diha.
Anbot, sir.
19,
Kay
20.
Kusted.
Nay, ha? Again, lipat ako na counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Vertices, agi. Edge, matakin inihap. Sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 20. Kung 20 in hiya, then na-fit iton aton formula. Iton nga di, this is 5 times 3 plus 3. Okay, so na-fit hiya. So, for the vertices, it's vertex of G times vertex of H plus the vertex kung ano ito nauuna nga di. Okay, and then now let's go to the edges. Ano possible formula niya? So, syempre, may dagoy ni involvement iton tungan 1. Pero iton additional yan na. So, pira iton aton na add na mga edges. So, we will have here 2 plus 1. This is 3. Para makuha kitahin 11, dapat may kita plus 8. Or, wari man kita 8. So, may nakita nga ni usa, duha, tulo. Ginkatulo naton an aton original na mga from H. So, 3 times 1. Plus, may nakita 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Ginkatulo tagihapon, ini na 2. Ininiya na 2, this is the original original na edges. Ininiya na anhin na 1, this is the original edge. Gin times 3 hiya kay tulo an aton copies. So, an aton copies is dependent kung pira an number of vertices. Tapos, nagkaada kita hinduha ka edges na na-add hakada copy. So, a number of copies tulo. So, kada copy may daduha kita na na-add. Ininhira na duha na na-add. This is dependent on the number of aton mga vertices nga dahil aton H. So, ininhiya na 2 Again, this is the original plus ininhiya na this is from G or and first na graph times the number of edges plus again an number of vertices san G times the number of vertices san H. Sige, kita unta ko na apply gyud nga di. A number of edges han original yan na iton H we have 1. Yan dito na isurat. We have 1 plus duha niya ka vertex i-multiply ang pira number of vertices han aton ikaduha, that's 2 plus 2 again, tas pira iton aton vertices han ikaduha na graph, that's 3. Let's see if this will be equal to 11. This is 1 plus 4 plus 6. So yes, this is 11. Biliwat, we have an original was 4 plus pira iya vertices, that's 5 times piraan vertices san aton original, that's 3 plus 5 again piraan piraan edges adi tas nga di piraton iya vertices also 3. So this is 4 plus 15 plus 15 plus sobraman. This is 34, not just 29. Ihapon ta daw otro. Yan ha. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. 32 liwat. Inak na sa safe pag-count.
Master 34 kay 6 times 5 bali 30 tapos ang original niya is 4.
An original is ini niya 4 inin dinhi.
Yes, ang iya original siya is 4 tapos ang iya mga na triangle 6 ang niya edges. Bali 5 ba niya?
Ano ha?
Bali na
5
6 times 5 yes, sir.
Oh, 30 tas plus 4.
6 times 5?
Is sir kay 5 ba niya ang na triangle ba sir?
Ano ha? Kaya nga di an aton formula inin 2 which is the original and edge, 3 han number of vertices, tapos 1 kung piraan edge han aton second graph. Tapos 3, this is the number of vertices times the number of vertices again han second graph. So nga di 4 plus piraton vertices niya 5 man sakto no 5 times piraan vertices edges niya 3. So sakto 5 times 3 plus 5 again inin hiya times the number of vertices which is 3. So amin hiya dapat 34 again count kita ha.
Yes, sir 34 yeah.
1
34 man tanan, sir.
34 tiyo counting. Ako
Yes,
ta
Yes, sir.
so 34 good inin. Nay ha. Para
Okay,
walay
for
duda.
about total
1,
sana
2,
edges.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28,
29 talaga siya.
30, 31, 32, 33, 34. Sakto 34. Nasayop and counting.
Four.
Okay, so 34 talaga. So, sakto yun na formula.
May dakala ng lipatan, sir, kanina pag-ihap.
Okay, damo na yung Doroton pula, madugo-duguan na, nakakalipat na. Anyway, sige, so let's check this one. Pero adto, this is original edge is 3 plus 3 ka buok na vertices times pero original edge niya, that's 4 plus 3 ka vertices times pira an edge and vertex kadi 5. Let's see, this is 3 plus 12 plus 15. This is 15 plus 15, 30. Sakto. Okay, so that is, ang ating bubuhat, an original number of edge plus the number of vertices hito na oo na dinhi times the number of times the number of edges plus the number of vertices times the number of vertices gihapon. Okay. So we have this. We can write them this way. So number of vertices naton was iya kanadto kayaan number of vertices san first titon G plus igmo-multiply naton hira, or we can just rewrite that factor into this way, n1 times 1 plus n2. Tapos number of edges, so we have the original number of edges in the first graph times the number of vertices in first graph times the original number of vertices in the second graph plus the number of vertices in the first graph times the number of vertices in the second graph. So amo inihiya iton aton formula for the number of edges. And third remark is that the corona operation is not commutative because again, G circle H is not necessarily equal to H circle G. And we have seen that na dire talaga hiranag giging equal. Okay, so that actually concludes our lesson for today. Do you have any questions, clarifications? And iyo reporting, magkukulang na kita actually in oras kay iton ko December break will come sooner than we expect. Okay, next week is already first week of December, then second week, then most likely third week ma-break na ito or finals na ito niya. So, ipaparecord ko na lahat iyo reporting. Okay la? Recording na la?
Yes po, sir.
Sige po,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Kamunat
PowerPoint
bahala.
pa, sir.
Ano?
PowerPoint, sir.
Kamunat bahala kung natin yung gusto. Kung gusto niyo nagvi-video ka mo na bago ka magdi-discuss, may da ka mo board, pwede gihapon.
Sir,
Kamunat
sugarong
bahala.
ko na lang akon.
Pwede gihapon. Basta ayaw lang ito na ngadto ka pa imo dati na binota
Yes, sir.
kay
Nagdudugay.
maihahindoro. Ilabendoro. Basta itasi ka muna pag-assign hiton members kon o sa labat magre-report kung kamo natulo, kamo nat bahala. Basta amo na to yan groupings. Kay next week,
So, sa ano mo, sir? Okay.
next week na lagi hapon ako send niya ta Google Classroom. Tas next week Tuesday, another lesson liwat domination in graphs. Simple lang kita na domination. Okay, that leads to again even more researches. Kay hopefully may dahay yung mag graph theory na expository na research din iton research for next semester para may da kamo madali na yung maintindihan na kung ano iton mga ginpanri research. Kay kami na upat, ako, Himam Melodina, Himam Hana, Ma'am Christina, ito na amon thesis for masteral, puros kami adihan domination. Pero may dayton mga special kinds of domination. So, kung iton iyo igti-thesis kay expository nga dihit domination, makabulig talaga kami hayo kay kung baga na-studyhan na ito namon hinti upay. Okay? So again, questions, clarifications?
Okay na po, sir.
Okay, sige. So waray naman. So an recording i-upload ko sa Google Meet tas iton ko may the correction ngadto dapatan module i-upload ko na lawatan correction. And sige, so thank you for attending. Keep safe kamo. See you next week.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Bye.
Thank you, sir. Bye.
Bye. Human na kami dakol.
Ay, sorry sir, nakatapos na kami yan na sir ng Rizal.
1
Pasensya
to
na sir.
2:30. 1 to
Ako
2:30
ano,
na
sir.
tatong class. Sige lang. Okay
Sir,
lang.
naka-record mo na to sir.